Hi Yogis, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan and today we're going to be doing a hip opening flow. So for those of you, if you're like me and you have really tight hips, mine are so tight sometimes I can't even hold my knees into my chest, it hurts. This flow is going to be really good for opening up your hip flexor. We're going to start with gentler stretches, build our way up to more intense hip postures, to our peak pose, which is going to be a very intense hip opening, and then we'll relax back down and let our hips relax. So if you have tight hips or if you just want to explore hip opening postures, that's what we're going to be doing today. To begin, come to stand at the top of your mat. Bring your toes together. I like to have my heels slightly apart. If you want to have your feet together, that's okay too. So toes together, firm your legs, firm your seat. Roll your shoulders back a few times. And as you roll your shoulders back, start to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Try to synchronize your breathing with the movement of your shoulders. And then pause and start to roll your shoulders in the other direction. Again, synchronizing your breathing with the movement of your shoulders. And then come to stillness. Let your eyes be closed. Start to move your weight around on your feet, maybe shifting from the balls of your feet to your heels. Maybe shift to the outside edge of your left foot, to the balls of your feet, to the outside edge of your right. Just play around with your balance and see how it feels to shift your weight around like this with your eyes closed. Remembering to breathe. And then come to stillness. And we'll begin our first sun salutation. So inhale, sweep your arms up over your head. Palms come to meet above your head. Maybe tip your head back and look at your thumbs. And then exhale, hands come through heart center as you fold all the way down. Bring a generous bend to your knees. Your hamstrings might not be warmed up yet. And just bounce here for a minute, bending your knees and straightening your knees. If your hands don't make it to the ground, that's okay. Try to relax your neck. Just focus on feeling how the stretch moves from your legs to your back as you bounce up and down. And then come to stillness. Exhale. Inhale, come to a flat back. Legs are straight. Hands can be on your thighs or on your shins. Pinch your shoulder blades together so that your spine is as straight as possible. And then exhale, fold down again. And inhale, roll slowly all the way up. Hands rise up overhead to touch. And exhale, hands come through heart center. Knees are bent. Inhale, straighten your legs flat back. Hands come to shins or thighs. Exhale, bring your palms down to the floor. Bring your weight into your left foot. Pick up your right leg. Kick it back behind you. And bring your right foot down so you're in a high lunge. Then drop your right knee and unfurl your back toes. You're in a low lunge. Maybe inch your left foot forward a little. And then pick up your fingertips. Inhale, arms rise. This is our first hip stretch of the routine. So I don't want you to sink all the way down into your hip. That's not really necessary to get the best stretch. What I want you to do is really focus on squeezing your seat muscles, making sure you're engaging that left leg, and then opening upward to get the stretch in your hip. Exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Curl your right toes, lift your right leg. Left foot comes back to meet your right, high plank. Take a breath here. And then on your next exhale, you can lower your knees or keep your knees raised. Bend your elbows. Come all the way down to your mat. Uncurl your toes. Palms can be right below your shoulders or next to your rib cage. Chin is on the floor. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your seat together. Inhale, baby cobra. Just lift your chest using the muscles of your back. Exhale, forehead to the floor. Inhale, curl your toes under. Push yourself up. Hips go up to the sky. And then heels come down. Downward facing dog. This may be your first down dog of the day. So try pedaling out your feet. Allow yourself to be a little stiff in the posture. That's okay. And then push your fingertips into the mat as you send your hips to the sky, and then, only then, sink your heels down to the mat. Then inhale, your left leg comes up high. Exhale, bring it forward, step in between your hands. Again, that right knee lowers down and foot goes flat. Inhale, arms come up. Same stretch on your right side. See if it feels just a little bit different this time. We want it to be a gentle stretch. You don't want to be hurting yourself. Inhale, exhale, hands come down. Curl your right toes under. Step them forward so your right foot meets your left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Maybe bend your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms come to touch. Maybe gazes at the ceiling. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Weight is in the right foot. Pick your left leg up, kick it back. Left toes come down, high lunge, lower your knee, uncurl your foot. This time we're stretching out the left hip flexor. So once again, bring some strength into your right leg. Maintain your balance as you inhale. Sweep your arms up overhead, squeeze your seat. Press into the ground with your right foot and enjoy that stretch in your left hip flexor. Keep it gentle. If it hurts, back off a little bit. When it hurts, that's your body fighting you, and you're not actually getting any benefits of the stretch. Inhale one more time. Exhale, hands come down. Curl your left foot under, pick your right foot up, and send it back. High plank. Take a breath. Then bend your elbows lower down. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Again, just using the strength of your back. Lower. And then inhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Once again, reach your hips up to the sky. And then inhale your right leg high. Exhale, plant your foot in between your hands. Lower that left knee down. Push your right foot into the mat to gather strength. Then inhale your arms up high. Squeeze your left seat, push into the mat with your right foot. Enjoy that stretch in your left hip flexor. And then exhale, hands come down. Left foot comes forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands come to touch. Then exhale, release your arms down by your side. Seal your lips. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your nose. Notice if your body feels any different after that first sun salutation. Do you feel the heat in your body? Do you feel yourself warming up? Was there any pain anywhere that your body was fighting you in the poses? That's not a problem, that's not wrong. Our job as yogis is just to observe. When you're ready, exhale and inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Stretch up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Right leg up and back. Your right foot comes down. This time you're going to stay in this high lunge. If you have very tight hips or your hips complain during this next posture, I encourage you to drop your knee. and come down and take a gentler hip stretch. But if your legs are strong enough and your hip can take it, keep your knee right up so you're in a high lunge. Then pick your fingers up, really press into that left foot and push back into the ball of your right foot. So you're really bringing a lot of strength into your legs. As you inhale, sweep your arms up and then settle into the lunge. Maybe bring a slight bend into your right knee so that you can allow more for a stretch in your hip flexor. Bend into that left knee and really push both feet into the mat as you stretch up toward the sky. Inhale one more time. Exhale, both hands come down. Pick your left foot up, send it back, high plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. If you want, try lowering just halfway. Then flip your feet and inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really press into the knuckles of your fingers. Press in with your thumbs. Reach your hips toward the sky. Then inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, left foot steps in between your hands. Once again, you're in that same high lunge. Inhale, come up. Stretch. Exhale, hands come down. Right foot comes forward to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands come to the mat. As you pick your left leg up and send it back behind you. Again, stay in this high lunge, unless your hips are complaining, and at which point you can put your knee down. Really press into your right foot. Bring some strength into your legs as you lift your fingertips. And inhale, sweep up into that lunge, crescent lunge. Maybe bring a bend into your left knee to allow for more of a stretch in your hip flexor. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hands come down. Right leg meets your left. High plank. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway down. Flip your feet. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Then inhale your right leg high. Exhale. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Bring that strength into your legs again. As you lift your fingertips, float them just an inch over your mat. And inhale, sweep up into crescent lunge. Sink down. Breathe. Inhale, stretch up. Feel the stretch in your hip flexor. And exhale, fold down. Step your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale. Come all the way up. Hands come to meet. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. And breathe here. And then when you're ready, inhale. Hands come up to meet. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant both hands on the mat. Step both feet back into a high plank. Exhale, lower. Baby cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Sink down into this lunge a little bit, then lower your left knee. This is our first deep hip opener, so only take this as deep as your body is able. Maybe right here where we are, maybe this feels like a pretty intense stretch, either on your left hip flexor or here on the inside and outside of your right hip. If you want to go further, You can inch your foot forward a little bit and tip over onto the outside edge of your right foot. And then if you really even want to go further than that, you can come down onto your forearms. This is called lizard pose. And it can be very intense. So allow your body to just sink into it. See what your body needs. Is this an opportunity for you to push a little further, to explore a little deeper? Or is this an opportunity for you to listen to your body's limits and to back off? Sometimes the right answer is surprising. Use your breathing to help create space in your body. Inhale to feel what your body is telling you. And then exhale, see if you can sink just one iota deeper. And when you're ready, slowly come back up onto your palms if you're not already there. Roll back onto your right foot. And in whatever way feels right for you, slowly make your way back to downward dog. I like to kind of rock my hips out into a sort of semi-pyramid. And then make your way back into downward facing dog. And then inhale your left leg high this time. Exhale. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lower your right knee down. And again, maybe this is it. And both sides of your body could be different. So maybe you got really deep on your right side, but here on your left side, your body says no. The most important thing you can do in yoga is listen to what your body is telling you. But if you want to go deeper, inch your foot forward a little bit, roll onto the outside of that left foot, and then come down onto your forearms. Sink down into the posture, and feel the way that your hips are opening. Tune into your left hip. How does it feel to be rolled out like this? It's an unusual feeling. It's not something we normally have to do. And then tune into your right hip. Are you getting a stretch in this posture? If you squeeze the muscles in your seat, does that intensify it? Does it help? Take 2 more deep breaths. And then very slowly, come back up onto your palms. Roll onto your left foot and slowly work your way back to downward dog in whatever way feels right for you. Maybe you go into a 3-legged dog. Maybe you want to flip your dog. Whatever works for you. Meet in downward dog and then very slowly and gently lower your knees and come back to sit on your legs. So we're sitting on our knees. Turn so you have your mat out to either side. We're going to do our most intense hip opener of the class. This is a really, really, really deep hip opener, and it may not be available for you, and that's totally fine. If you have sore knees, you may want to either roll your mat up so you can put your knees on some padding, even get a pillow, maybe move to somewhere if you have a soft rug or something. But if you're ready, we're going to move into frog pose. So for frog pose, you want to kind of come on your hands and knees. And then start to walk your knees out. Ooh, you can hear my hips popping. Walk your knees out, and then you want to bring your heels so they're directly like in line with your knees, like this, sort of perpendicular. And then keep sliding out. Ooh, as deep as you can go. And when you've got your legs as wide as you can go, see if You can come down onto your forearms. If you can go really deep into the posture, you can lay all the way down on the floor. That's not available to me. But if it is available to you, I encourage you to go there. Breathe. We won't stay here too long because it is an intense posture. So push into your palms, come back up. I like to bring my knees in towards my seat, my heels in towards my seat. And slowly bring your knees back together. Maybe sit down on your knees and just sort of chill here for a second. Close your eyes. Maybe sit up straight. And just take stock. How does your body feel? How do your hips feel? That was really intense. And then when you're ready, transition to lay down on your back. We'll take Supta Baddha Konasana. Basically butterfly pose, but laying down. So bring your feet together to touch and let your knees splay out wide. If this is too intense for you, you can get 2 blocks or even just books and put them under your thighs. And that will help support you so that your hips aren't being stretched quite so much. You can bring your palms to rest over your low belly. You can have one palm on your belly, one palm on your heart, or have your hands open on the floor beside you. And just breathe. Allow yourself to relax. Give your hips this last chance to open. A gentle stretch. And then using your hands to support your legs, bring your knees back together. Curl your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Curl your face in towards your knees. Crunch up into a tiny ball. And then exhale and extend your legs long on the mat. Your arms beside you, palms face the ceiling. Tuck your chin to release your neck. Shavasana. Your final resting pose.